Dodge, Jeep, and Ram is not in a good situation. Everything they sell is so overpriced and their quality is so low, and the few customers they had, they pissed off by removing V8s from their muscle cars and all this crazy stuff. Their quarter one earnings were terrible. Their revenue's down, their sales are down, everything's down for Stellantis. But what do you expect when a European company tries to run an American automotive company? It's just a completely different market. I mean, with the Ram 1500, they removed the Hemi V8, even though Ford and General Motors both offer it, and it's just America. People are gonna want a V8 in a pickup truck. Especially when the Ram pickup is 80 or 90 grand. Who in the world would pay that for a Ram pickup in the first place at all? And to know, any vehicle you buy pretty much from Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, you will 100% have some sort of recall or issue with that vehicle. Unfortunately, it's just the truth because of how low quality these things are. Carlos Tavares was the ex-CEO and he did a disaster for the company. His main thing was cost cutting, so any corners he could cut, any paint they could thin, any metal they could thin. I imagine he probably told the engineers, build it as cheap as you can, make this cheaper. Turns out it's not so good of an idea whenever everything just continues to break down after you build it because the reliability is so low. You walk up to a Jeep, I mean, Jeeps are so expensive now and they have hybrid versions and all this stuff. So when you walk up to a Rubicon and it costs 75 grand, you're like, whoa. But trust me, it can be over 100 grand for a Wrangler, believe it or not. So to be honest, plain and simple, Jeep should not sell a vehicle over $100,000. I mean, what is Stellantis thinking? Who is their marketing? Do they know who their customer base is? Even with the Ram pickups, remove the V8, increase the price, it doesn't make sense. Do you think your average buyer is gonna spend 70, 80 grand for a Ram? And they removed their cheapest trim level. The classic trim was the cheapest trim level you could get from Ram. Why did they remove it? Because they didn't make as much money on it. They would much rather sell that $75,000 Ram pickup. And everybody is laughing at this whole EV charger thing. I mean, come on, what were they thinking? It has a fake exhaust sound. I mean, you can't even make this up. Whoever thought of this idea and actually got paid to think of this, it's crazy. And I just think, who thought this was a good idea and actually thought it would sell and actually work in the American market right now in 2025? I mean, there is no more Mopar. I mean, they ruined it. They had all these people who love their V8 Chargers, Challengers. It's gone. And they might bring it back, but who knows? It's probably going to cost 100 grand next time they bring it back. And I just don't trust them. Any chance they get to make it up, to do this, to change, they always mess it up, it seems like. And they even had more recalls than Ford, and that's a bad thing. Ford is the recall king, so if you ever get more recalls than them, that's crazy. And that goes to show the quality of build, the quality of the vehicle is super low, but most people don't go to a Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership for reliability. They just don't go together. Having a reliable vehicle last for a long time, coming out of a Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership right now, no way in the world. And I have been to hundreds of dealerships across the United States, and I go to Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealerships, and they are always loaded with inventory. Like comparing a Toyota dealership to a Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, inventory-wise, it's completely different. Dodge, Jeep, and Ram will have 2023 still on the lot, like a $75,000 Grand Cherokee that they just can't sell because who would buy that? And it's just a bad buying process. To be honest, most of the Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealerships I go to have addendum stickers. They have add-ons. They have all this stuff. And it's funny because it's like, do you know you're selling some of the lowest quality vehicles out there? And there's even some Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealerships who do market adjustments. And they love doing these extra packages, these Black Widow packages, because they can add 25 grand onto a Ram pickup or a Jeep for a wheel lift and tires. And it's like, what are you thinking? Of course, this thing's not going to sell. And those are the Rams and Jeeps that really get stuck when they do those spider packages. So it's funny because they run this whole employee pricing deal and it's like a whole, marketing scheme. Obviously, the discount's not even there. But I've seen $20,000, $30,000 off Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. When the vehicle costs so much, even $30,000 off is not enough. But I know across America, every single Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership is loaded to the brim. They probably have their overflow lot loaded. So we just have to see what happens. But I don't think it's going to be a good situation considering they have all this inventory that's overpriced. It's getting older. People don't want it. Their sales are down. Their profits down. Their discounts are up. And people still aren't buying this crap because it's just not what they want. But let me know what you think. Are you interested in buying any of this? I mean, they announced employee pricing. Maybe that'll get you in the dealership. But hey, keep in mind, big discounts on any of this stuff And I always wonder, if you are buying this, is it a big enough discount? Because I'm telling you, I've seen huge discounts, but I just don't know how much do you need to discount a $90,000 Ram 1500 pickup to actually sell it. I would think over 30 grand at least, because it's so overpriced. But let me know what you think. Have a great day and stay blessed.